Woo! Friends, it happened again. Yesterday, I ended up going out to the garage sales and the yard sales, and then I stopped at an estate sale and made another huge score. In fact, the score is so big that I think it might be my biggest clothing score of the year. To put it in perspective and to give you a little sneak peek, I spent just over $500 at a single sale. So stick around and watch to the end. You're not going to want to miss this stuff. There is some amazing things in this haul. Check it out.
How much is the big one?
He's 20.
How much is this one?
He's 75. Yeah. The little ones are 10. Except I think that the tourist one is a little bit on there.
This one's a 20.
Yeah, that's very rare. That's from 1980. Yeah.
They're a little thicker, but she hasn't priced that.
Yeah, that's the little beer goat. The one in the box is, what do I have on him? Yeah, I think I'm going to put these for him. Yeah, 40.
Got it.
There should be a price on it. 10.
So Connie, on the stuff is
10 apiece. Yeah.
there too,
Yes.
and then I'll take the DVD.
Yes, sir. Those are 20 for all of each of those.
Got it.
$10 on the book.
Put it all together then.
Are there prices on the shoes?
We'll have to ask
Okay.
the lady.
Okay.
Put that on first.
They're set. These, whatever these are,
Oops, sorry.
Those are all guitar and music shirt. He played music for 40 years. You can
Awesome.
have that whole box for $10.
Okay, I'll do that.
Yeah. Yeah, and they're all good shirts.
Cool.
Most of them came straight from Fender.
Yes, ma'am. Oh yeah, I'm all about the clothing.
That's
I didn't even see this all back in
nice.
here.
Yeah, that's nice. This is a nice
I'll have to look
one.
through these ones.
You don't even, Are you getting all the shirts?
All the shirts in the box. Yeah, I'm gonna buy that whole
What
box.
should we give you those for?
$10 for the box.
Wow.
Yeah, that was a good price.
Yes, sir.
Are these all priced out individually?
I'm not sure, to be honest with you, but
Okay.
I'm not. Her husband just passed away.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I like
So what were you asking per shirt?
$5 a shirt. Now this one's brand new, never
Okay.
worn, and these are selling right now on Woolrich for $80. I would like at least 15 for this,
Okay.
but the rest of the shirts $5 a piece.
What if I just bought them all?
You can do that.
Okay.
You can do that. Count them up. I mean, that includes the vest.
Yeah, I'll count them up for you. You can give me
Yeah.
a price real fast?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 4, 6, 47, 48, 49, 50. Exactly.
Okay, and that'd be 50 times 5, and then 15 for this one.
Let me check that real fast. See what
You'll
that
have
comes
to
out
do the math.
Yeah.
My head's.
Coat too.
It's 250.
Yeah, that's a $600
I
coat.
know it is. It's really nice. Better check the pockets.
Oh, I did.
You'd be stashing his money in there.
So 50 times 5 is 250.
Okay.
15 be 265.
Perfect.
Cool. Let me make sure on them real fast.
Okay.
And then I will
and
let you
they're
know.
all excellent condition.
They
all,
look like it, yeah.
All clean. Most of them have are dry clean only, so
Okay.
they've been dry clean.
Perfect. Well, I think it's safe to say that I just killed it at that sale. I had to get on here and just talk for a second. Look at all this stuff. Look at that. The whole back seat's full. The trunk's full. Over here's got stuff. Brand new Doc Martens and stuff. This is crazy. What a insane stop. My GoPro stopped filming like partway through the sale because I was taking my time and going through stuff. I must have been one of the only resellers there looking for clothing because everybody else was going for the vintage Christmas stuff and the Lionel stuff. And that was stuff that the owner had like priced up a decent amount. Now, the clothing and stuff that she did have some prices on, but I was able to haggle with her. I ended up paying just over $500 for everything that I got. And there's some pretty quality stuff. So I'm really happy with this and I can't wait to show you what's all in it. Let's go over to the haul part of this video. What did I tell you? Is that not an insane amount of stuff to get at a single sale? And it's crazy because this was an estate sale. It was kind of set up like a yard sale. Wasn't well advertised at all. And I pulled up like 15 minutes before the sale started and still was like number 8 in line and nobody else there could have cared less about the clothing. Everybody else was there for like the vintage Christmas and the Lionel Train stuff. So I pretty much had the clothes to myself. And boy, did I score in the clothing department. I'm going to take you through everything that I ended up getting right now. I spent just over $500 on everything, and let me just show you. The first set of items I'm going to show you guys are the shirts and jackets that I ended up getting. I think total I ended up buying between 50 and 60 different shirts and jackets, but I'm going to break them down by brand for you guys just so it's a little bit more manageable, starting with Pendleton. So here I have 7 different wool Pendleton shirts, which is what you want to look for when it comes to Pendleton. Pretty much anything wool by them is going to have some good value behind it. And of those 7 shirts, there were 3 of them that were these fireside shirts right here, and fireside shirts tend to sell right around $40 a piece depending on the pattern. Then there were 2 different Pendleton trail shirts, a solid gray one and a plaid one. Both of them have the leather patch on the elbows, which is something that will increase the value. I'll list these for about $50 a piece. And then there was one Lodge shirt. All of the style names, by the way, are up here on the collars of the shirts. But one Lodge shirt right there, and that'll be another $50. And finally, the last of the Pendleton shirts was this field shirt, again, about $50. But that's not all of the Pendleton stuff. There were also 3 different jackets. All of these are wool as well. The first one right here is this plaid blazer with the nice leather buttons on it. That one will go for $40. Then this really nice insulated wool jacket. You can see it's got the full zip and everything. Very, very good condition. And this will go between $75 and $100. And then the last one right here is pretty similar to the other one. Again, insulated jacket, another $75 to $100. This next brand right here was the most abundant of any of them at the sale, and that is Woolrich. The guy must have really liked this stuff, and the majority of the shirts that were out were these nice heavy flannel ones, which are the more valuable ones of Woolrich stuff. These tend to go for around $25 to $30 a piece. and I ended up getting 18 of these pre-owned ones. You're probably seeing them flashed up on the screen right now, so I don't have to hold them all up, but I got 18 of the pre-owned ones. And then there were 2 more that were brand new with the tags. We got this orange one here and this plaid one. I'll list these for at least 40 bucks a piece. And moving on from the shirts, there were also 5 different Woolrich vests. The first 2 vests right here are like the exact same. This one's just a little bit lighter, and this one is pre-owned. This one, however, is brand new with the tags, and you can still see it has a $99 price tag on it. That, however, over on eBay should go between $50 and $60, and the used one should go for about $30. The next 2 right here are the same style. You can see they have like this wool lining on the inside that's actually called Sherpa lined vests, and these sell for about 45 bucks a piece. And the final one right here is just the classic red plaid vest. This one will go for 40. And then finally, for the Woolrich stuff, there are all of these jackets right here, which were actually all not out at the sale originally. There was only one on the rack originally, but after I started buying all this stuff, the lady's like, hey, I think there might be another bin of jackets right inside the door if you want to take a look. And I am really glad she said that, because some of these are extremely good ones. For instance, this one right here with this awesome pattern on it, that pattern is keyworded as Aztec or Southwestern, and it's a super hot one right now, and it has these really cool ornate buttons on it, which is really nice. I would expect a jacket like this to sell for over 100 bucks. I'm not 100% sure, because I'm going to have to deep dive on the comp research on these, because they are more desirable, so I would expect for at least 100 bucks out of that though. And not only was there that one, there was another one in a even better colorway. Like, look at that. That is just beautiful. This one, again, I'm going to have to deep dive into the comps just like that other one, but again, I would expect over 100 bucks on this one as well. But there were also some more basic ones like this one. It's just a straight up green plaid pattern on that, and that one should go for around 50. Another older style one, this one is corduroy lined on the inside, but another 50, 60 on that. And then wouldn't you know it, he had to have one of the original lumberjack style jackets. That is the classic flannel look that you think of, and that one will be about 50 bucks. Another jacket, this one is Sherpa lines. Remember that wool lining on the inside? Sherpa line jacket, 50 bucks. But this next one right here, I'm gonna have to do more research on. The lady who was running the sale told me that her husband, before he passed, he recently purchased this one, and she wanted to say it was like a $600 jacket. Now, I know I won't get that resale, but if it was a $600 jacket, then it's probably going to have some decent resale value. I'm really going to have to look into this one, but it is a very nicely made one. It's got a leather collar and it's lined on the inside, so I'm going to have to do more research on that one. Okay, let's move on from the Woolrich stuff. Not normally a brand that I like, but that is the quality of Woolrich stuff that I like to find when I do pick it up. Next, we have an LL Bean shooting shirt. You can see by the patches up on the shoulders, that is a shooting shirt. It also has the patches on the elbow. That's like a $40 shirt. Then there was this leather jacket there. I didn't see a brand on it, and it's like the fake leather. It's not a real one, but I do like this style, so I'm probably going to keep this one for myself. Then a few denim pieces right here. We have a Hard Rock Cafe denim jacket. That'll be a good 30 bucks. And then there were 2 different Levi's jackets, the nice classic denim jackets. This one right here did have a patch on the back. You can see it says 55 Chevy on the back. Normally patches are something that I would steer away from, but with this being a Levi jacket, I think it'll still go for around 30 bucks. Same with that guy. And then one more Levi's jacket. You can see this one is in a nice burnt orange color, really sharp looking one. That'll go for around 35. Here is a pretty good skiing and snowboarding brand, Spider. This is a nice insulated jacket. That'll be 40. And finally, a Field and Stream Sherpa lined jacket. That is the last of the random ones I picked up, and that'll go for about 30. But we're not done just quite yet. There is one more jacket. This is my favorite one. This beautiful Woolrich jacket. You can see those stripes right there. It looks like it would be a Hudson Bay jacket, which unfortunately it's not, but this is a nice Woolrich one. It'll still be around $150 to $200 for this jacket, and this thing is in just super nice condition. Very, very beautiful jacket, and I don't expect that one to sit in my store long at all. That is just an amazing piece. And I just mentioned how this one right here looks like it would be a Hudson Bay jacket, and there actually was a legitimate Hudson Bay jacket at the sale in the same bin that this one was in, by the way. But her friend who was helping her with the sale, who was also her husband's best friend, who was the gentleman who passed and all these clothes belonged to, saw that jacket and it really reminded him of his friend. So even though I had purchased the entire bin already, he came over and asked me if I'd be willing to sell that back to him at the price that I paid, because it was his friend's and it was really sentimental to him. And even though it was like a $250 jacket, I'm not just going to go and tell this guy he can't have his best friend's thing if it reminds him that much of it. So I sold it back to the guy for 10 bucks because it was his friend's. It was the right thing to do. But I was just really happy that this one was also in the bin, because that is still an awesome score. However, the wife running the sale saw me give her husband's best friend that jacket back, and she came over to me and was like, if you're interested in more Hudson Bay stuff though, I actually have 2 blankets sitting right inside the garage in this bin if you would like them. They aren't sentimental like the jacket was, but these blankets I would be more than happy to sell to you. So I obviously said yes, I would 100% be interested in those blankets. She pulled these 2 out and I ended up getting them. What a great little dose of karma right there. I felt like everything just kind of aligned in that moment. But this one right here is the smaller of the 2. This is a like twin or a full-size one. I haven't measured it yet, but this one actually didn't end up being an official Hudson Bay one. It is a Settler blanket, as you can see right there. Still a very, very good one. It'll still sell for probably $180 or so on that guy. But then there's this one right here. This right here is an official Hudson Bay blanket, and get this, this is a 8-point king size blanket, which is a very, very rare style for these Hudson Bay blankets. That is a minimum of $300, but this one seems like it is in excellent condition. From my initial check of it, I didn't see any holes, no little moth holes or any stains on it. I think this is more like going to be a $400 to $500 score right here. What an insane find. I'll show you the tag just here in a second. Here is what the tag looks like. That is a Hudson Bay blanket right there, and that is an insane score. I cannot believe that she just pulled that out and was like, do you want to buy it? I was in awe. Yes, I want to buy that. Of course I do. Woo! What a score. Where do we even go from here? That's right, we're still not done with everything. There are still more stuff for me to show you. Next here is a whole bin of t-shirts. Most of these are Fender t-shirts and Guitar Magazine t-shirts. I started looking through it and she just like, take the whole box for 10 bucks. So that's what I did. I haven't gone through them all yet, but 10 bucks for a bunch of Fender tees. Fenders usually go for about 15 bucks a piece, so I figured that was going to be a good buy. There were also in another box a couple more Fender tees that were brand new in the plastic, so she threw those in for me at the end of the deals. And then one of the only non-clothing things that I ended up buying was this Lionel Train animated pylon with airplane. If you want to look it up, the model number is 6-32920. Most of the train stuff was picked through right away by the rest of the people that were there. Everybody else there seemed to be interested in the train stuff and the old vintage Christmas stuff, which I know there's money in, but it's not my expertise, so I got like the back end, the little scraps of what I could. However, this one she had priced at $15 right there, and it looked like online knew this was selling for about 115 bucks. I opened it up, everything on the inside is still brand new in the package, so I'll probably sell this as open box and hopefully get around 100 bucks for it. Speaking of things that were brand new, I got 4 brand new pairs of shoes, the first of which is this pair of LL Bean duck boots. That's what the style is called. These go for around $70. Then there was a second pair of LL Bean duck boots. These ones are in like the red colorway, and on the side he wrote limited edition red boots, and it says they came out in 2014 and they were made in 2013. So I'm going to have to look these up, but conservatively around 70 bucks, just like that other pair, maybe a little more because they are a limited edition pair. And then I got a pair of Polo Ralph Lauren Conquest 2 boots. These again are brand new in the box, and these were comping out right around 100 bucks. And then the last pair of boots, these are actually the first ones that I ended up seeing, a brand new pair of Doc Martens Cherry Red Rogue boots. These are selling for right around 100 as well. Alright, and the final stretch of this haul is this miscellaneous box full of random goodies. Let's go through that real quick. I got 2 different Polo Ralph Lauren MCM hats. You can see this one over here is like wool and leather, and this one's your classic baseball cap style. This one's going to go for $25, and this one I think will go for around $30. And then 2 LL Bean hats. These are both the exact same hat. This one over here is used. That's going to be 20 bucks. And the new one in the plastic steel, $30. There was also one green LL Bean hat. It has the leather strap back on it. That'll be 25. A Woolrich Sherpa lined baseball hat, $30. A pair of brand new Woolrich driver's gloves, 20 bucks. 2 different Fender hats. One is a baseball cap and one is a beanie, 15 bucks a piece. A whole box here of vintage bandanas. There's some Looney Tunes and some really cool graphics in there. I'm gonna have to go through those, but I mean, I paid $2 for the whole box, so why not? And then I grabbed one belt right here. You can see it's a really nice leather tooled belt, and this is by Nakona, as we can see right here on the inside. Pretty decent belt brand to look for. That'll be $20. And then a pair of Nakona suspenders. I actually comped these out at the sales because she had $10 on them, but they're the cool buffalo nickel ones, and it looks like new. They're selling for around $60, so I think a used pair I can still get 40 bucks for. One more pair of shoes. This is the only used pair that I picked up. This is a pair of Converse Chuck Taylors. These aren't like super old ones, but they'll still go for around 30. Brand new in the plastic Woolrich satchel bag. That'll be 35. Next, a really clean pair of Ray-Bans. These are the Wayfarer. That is the style of these, and they're in the tortoise shell colorway. These will be $60. And then finally, the last item is this Sony Walkman. This was just in a random box. It was like the only electronic at the sale. The model on this is NWZ-S544 if you want to look it up. It looks like they're selling between 75 and 80 bucks for this guy. Woo, man, that is the complete haul that I ended up getting at that estate sale. But the best part about all of this is that I might not be done here. You see, she actually ended up talking to me for a while after people started leaving because I was spending so much money. She invited me to come back at a later date. She said she still has to go through half of the house, and they have 2 storage units full of stuff just like this. And she invited me along to go ahead and pick through some of the stuff at a later date. So I am looking forward to that. I gave her my number. She has mine, or I have hers, and we are going to set something up and hopefully get more of this stuff. And once again, I'm stressing it. I say it like almost every video now. Tell people what you do. It can lead to some more scores in the future. She knew I was a reseller. We talked for a while about it. She had actually been selling some of this stuff on eBay and just didn't like the shipping process, which is why she's not selling it herself. And she was more than happy to invite me into her house for a private pick later on. So hopefully once that ends up happening, I'll be able to bring you guys along and have another score, hopefully just like this one. But that is why you tell people what you do. It can lead to some very good opportunities. But I'm not exactly sure what the value of all of this stuff from this part of the haul was. Like I said, spent just over $500. I think I spent $515 total with her. And I'll probably have a running total down here just so I have it for my own accountability. And this is the kind of haul that I love sharing with you guys, because this stuff is still out there. You just got to put yourself in the situation to find stuff like this. So if you did end up liking this video and want to see more videos just like this one, be sure to hit that like button for me. It lets me know that you're enjoying the content that I'm putting out. Also, consider subscribing. It'll keep you up to date and notified whenever I do put out a new video, which is 2 times a week. But otherwise, that's going to wrap things up for this video. I hope you guys all enjoyed, and until next time, keep on treasure hunting. Peace.